Hello Better Photography viewers, we are at CP Plus and right now we are in the Sigma store. What I have with me, I've been using this camera for quite a while now, for the last month or so, and it is soon turning out to be one of my most favorite cameras to use. This is the DP2 Merrils, and it's a beautiful camera with an extremely high resolution at 100, 200 and 400 ISO. I've been using this extensively over my entire trip in Japan. But what we have here at Sigma is something very exciting. Exciting personally for me and also for a lot of you, I'm sure. This is the DP2 Quattro, the next version of the DP series of cameras. And we have with us someone very special who is going to talk about the DP2 Quattro camera. This is Mr. Yamaki-san, and he will be talking about the camera, telling you about its special properties. Yamaki-san, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
And our viewers in Better Photography would like to know a little bit about the DP2 Quattro.
Yes. Hello reviewers. This DP2 Quattro has three key features. The main feature is brand new 4-beyond Quattro sensor. This is the first camera that features that new sensor. This sensor has approximately 39 megapixel conventional color field array sensor resolution, and but the rest of that are the same 4-beyond technology. That's the main feature. The other two are very high quality lens. The lens is almost equally important as sensor to produce the high image quality. And the third feature is a newly developed image processing engine. We call it 2.3. 2.3 supports the brand new Quattro sensor.
Yamaki-san, let's first talk about the design of the camera. It's quite unique, and when I was handling the camera, I quite liked the way it felt in the hand. But for a lot of viewers who see the camera online on the website, it's a very different kind of a design from any other camera that has been produced. Why this kind of a design? Can you show our viewers a little bit about the design of the camera?
Yeah. What we intended is the good holding, great holding. Because as you know, if the camera has more resolution, the tiny blur or shake is become more visible. So we assume that the customer hold the camera like this with the right hand and left hand on the lens and shoot the subject very carefully. So we started the idea from this. And besides that, we just make it very compact thing. So that's the concept of the body design.
It's a very slim camera, that way.
Yes.
This part of it is very slim. The grip is quite
right.
large. Right.
Because we thought this is easier to handle and hold and easier to capture the image.
Right.
Actually, some may think the body a bit wider or bigger, but inside the camera, it has 4 analog front-end parts and 2 pieces of 2 gigabit memory and 1 preprocessor and 1 2.3 and 2 4 gigabit memory. So it's really close to the very high-end DSL system.
Right.
So lots of technology are incorporated in this compact body.
Right, so that would make it almost as high-end in terms of technology as the flagship cameras, in fact.
Right, because the new 4-beyond Quattro sensor output the huge data.
Huge amounts of data.
Huge amount of data, so that's why.
Right. Yamaki-san, how is the sensor different in this camera as opposed to this camera? You were mentioning about the way it records color. It's slightly different in this camera.
Right. The Quattro sensor has, we call it 114 structure. I'm sorry. RGB is 114. The top layer captures color blue and also luminance information in terms of details. And middle layer captures the green color of green, and bottom layer captures the color of red.
Right.
And after capture the image, actually the image data, the 2-3 image processing engine use the luminance information, very high resolution luminance information captured by top layer, and the color information from each 3 layer, and creates the 444 color resolution images.
Right. And the sensor is also very similar to the way the human eye sees in terms of the response of the color per layer for every layer of information.
Right. We have been telling the customer that our 3-layer sensor has a BGR structure. Actually, it was not correct. Each layer has very broad spectrum.
Right.
So it's not a pure blue-green LED. So that's why top layer can capture the luminance information and also color blue.
Right.
That's this characteristic has not been changed from the beginning.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
So we use that characteristic to design this 114 structure.
Right. And when are you planning to release this camera? When are you approximately planning to let us in Better Photography have this camera for review?
We are working very hard. We'd like to release it at latest before summer.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful. So there you have it. This is the DP2 Quattro, and just for a closer look, if you can zoom into the camera, you can see that there are 2 dials over here, which is essentially very different from the DP2, which has 1 main dial over here. So 2 main input dials, and as you can see, the grip is actually quite unique. Okay, a large lens. Okay, this is the 30 mm lens, which is equivalent to 45 mm in real world shooting standards, and in 35 mm equivalent. And the back of the camera is quite simple. A very large LCD panel. As you can see, you have your users of the Sigma DP2 will be very familiar with these buttons. You have a special button here. This is the focus, which immediately switches between manual focus and autofocus, focusing point information here. So very exciting new launch. Very simple. This is actually meant for a very advanced user, in fact. Somebody who is prepared to use low ISOs, to use a tripod, to use to use it almost maybe like a film camera, in fact, to shoot with that sense of precision. This camera are for precise photographers, very accurate, precise photographers. But that's the beauty of the joy of photography, is to use photography and be very precise with it. So we have here extremely high resolution camera, the DP2 Quattro. Thank you, Yamaki-san, for being with us, and it's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I'm very excited.